Because of your interview, this is the first time this has come to my attention.
Does it concern you?
Absolutely.
Then we have, and I again say women, who may be victimized by a boyfriend or a spouse. Then they're re-victimized by the same state and prosecution office that is supposed to be there.
He is being very embarrassed and remorseful.
You were mad.
I was getting angry because these folks, it's one of the biggest schemes, you know, out there, and they collect money hand over fist.
Doug called the Troup County Sheriff's Department and filed a report. They said this is happening in other parts of the county too. You might also get a call from these crooks, no matter where you live, because of two popular words these days. Okay, a word and a number.
Windows 10 is rolling out. I just put it on my computer last week.
I cannot imagine a lawful scenario where it would be okay for the owner of Petland or a Petland associate to treat an animal at their home.
The honorable thing for him to do would be to resign, make a public apology and resign, and that hasn't happened.
You think if he was still alive, he'd be writing you?
I'm sure.
23 years is a long time to everybody except geologists, okay?
People who may not be worthy of prosecution, who may be worthy of a second chance, and who will be diverted from prosecution and offered services to kind of turn their lives around.
I've got nieces and nephews that lives around here, and
what I get from reviewing the documentation is a board president who allegedly has been running the community as a fiefdom.
Yeah, Russ and Lisa, it took all day to seat a jury. Testimony will actually start tomorrow. That will eventually include the parents of the little boy severely burned when a flashbang canister landed in his playpen while he was sleeping.
He said that she was doing so much better, she was breathing on her own, that now she would be moved to the puppy clinic. And when I started asking questions about the puppy clinic is when he told me the puppy clinic is actually at the owner's home.
If you couldn't see that he was sick, how could Petland know that he was sick?
Well, I think because I was obviously only with him for a short period of time, and Petland had him. They claim they had him for 2 weeks.
Attorney Tamara Feliciano represents both customers.
It is the health of these animals once they're getting to Petland that is of concern.
You regret buying a dog from them?
I love my dog. I regret, you know, the price, because like the whole price thing, I felt kind of ripped off.
In the age of winter storm planning, and you know, it's on our mind. And do we have those type of plans? And the answer was, we don't.
It's like taking a gun and just discriminately firing. You're not meaning to kill anybody, but there's a good chance that somebody is going to get hurt.
And I got gay friends, and
here in Gay, Georgia?
No, not in Gay, Georgia, but I mean,
you have gay friends outside of Gay?
Outside of Gay, Georgia, yeah.
Do you think that's why they didn't want you to have these documents?
Absolutely. There is reference over and over inside the documents referring to Wendell Beam knowing about what was going on, and he took no action.
White is a very, very despicable character.
I've never heard you describe people like that to this degree.
There are good guys and bad guys, but then there's White, who's in a category all of his own.
With two questionable invoices totaling $15,000, the question remains, should DeKalb County be looking deeper at Carl Williams' other spending decisions?
I believe that we should, and we may be looking at all of them at this point, but if not, we will be.
Take the last reporting year, 2013. The DeKalb FOP raised $240,000 all in the name of helping kids. But according to their own tax records, only $23,000 actually went to children's programs. That means that of every $100 raised, only $10 actually got to the kids. Was there a part of you looking at him thinking, buddy, you don't know how lucky you are right now. You could be on trial for a lot worse than this.
I did think that, yes.
Were you mad at him?
No, I wasn't mad. I felt bad for him. I felt sorry.
to not know or be able to verify where these shingles have been since they discontinued them in 2010, that's a long 5-year gap of not knowing how those shingles have been stored.
You've got a short window of time to basically get your foot in the door.
So you say kids.
It may turn out to be a denial, but it still is part of the problem that's clogging up the system for people like Brian that are also trying to get through that system.
Or look at it this way. For every $10 you donate to the Gwinnett Fraternal Order of Police, only $1.50 actually winds up with the kids. Compare that to more than $5 that winds up with the fundraisers. The Better Business Bureau suggests that charities spend no more than 35% of the donations on fundraising.
The Fraternal Order of Police is here to help officers, help children.
The Gwinnett system knows it, and the MARTA system knows it. The riders should know it, but beyond that, it ought to be fixed.
At first, Alan Jackson was his partner, that they are going to do his 25th anniversary. Tell everybody, but do not write it down.
If it wasn't for family and friends and our good Lord, we wouldn't be sitting in this house. This house, it would have been foreclosed on.